Hi students, this video is about coordinate geometry, AP and Telangana Intermediate First Year Syllabus from 1B. There are two parts, 1A and 1B. This part is related to 1B. In 1B, there are two topics, coordinate geometry and calculus. First, let us learn about coordinate geometry. Before going to our first topic, let us know some important points, some prerequisites which are useful to learn previous further topics. This coordinate geometry, the coordinate geometry is developed by René Descartes. He is René Descartes. In honor of René Descartes, coordinate geometry is also called as Cartesian geometry, and it is also called as analytical geometry. So let us learn about the coordinate geometry or Cartesian geometry or analytical geometry. Let us take a point in this plane. This is the point in this plane. How can we represent this point? Can we represent this point? For example, if I want to come to your home, I want your address. What is your address? If you want to tell your address, you should have a fixed place. For example, Gandhi Street or Cinema Hall Street, because there are some fixed places we take, or Ramalayam Street. For example, if there is Ramalayam near our house, we will say that our street is Ramalayam Street. Similarly, in this this is the point. How can we represent this point? Well, simply, what is the address of this point? To represent this point, let us draw two lines. This is one line. This line is parallel to the earth. This line is called the x-axis. Let us draw a vertical line. This is the horizontal line. This is the horizontal line. Horizontal means which is parallel to the earth. This is the vertical line. Vertical line is perpendicular to the earth. So x-axis and y-axis are perpendicular to each other. We should take a scale 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and so on. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and so on. By drawing these two perpendicular lines, we can easily represent this point. This point is how much distance from y-axis? x-axis నుంచి 2 యూనిట్ల దూరంలో ఉంది. This point is 2 units distance from x-axis and 2 units distance from y-axis. So we can represent this point as an ordered pair 2, 2. This is called the ordered pair. Pair means two numbers. If we place two numbers in a bracket separating by comma, this is called the ordered pair. Ordered pair. These numbers are distances from axis to that point. Here P is the point. 2, 2. 2, 2. In this ordered pair, P2, 2. In this ordered pair, first one is called the x coordinate. Similarly, second one is called the y coordinate. X coordinate and y coordinate. X coordinate is also called as abscissa, and y coordinate is also called as ordinate. X coordinate is also called as abscissa and y coordinate is also called as ordinate. This is called the ordered pair. Pair means two numbers. In this ordered pair, there are two numbers. First one is called the x coordinate or abscissa. Second one is called the y coordinate or ordinate. By this method, by drawing these two perpendicular lines, we can represent any point in this plane. For example, let us take another point here. This point is 2 units away from x-axis and 3 units away from the distance is 3 units away from y-axis. So let us take this point as q. Then we can represent this point as -3 comma -2. First we should take x coordinate -3 and then we take y coordinate -2. X coordinate -3, y coordinate -2. Similarly, we can represent any point in this plane. If we take any point on the x-axis, let us take this point. This point lies on the x-axis. Let us see what are the coordinates of this point. This point is 4 units away from y-axis. 4 comma, there is no distance from x-axis, so 0. 4 comma 0. Here x coordinate is 4, y coordinate is 0. So if we take any point on the x-axis, y coordinate is 0. Similarly, if we take any point on the y-axis, x coordinate is 0. For example, let us take this point. Coordinates of this point are 0 comma 3. Coordinates of this point are 0 comma 4. Similarly, any point on the x-axis, y coordinate is 0. Any point on the y-axis, x coordinate is 0. Let us take this point. This is the intersection of two axes. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. This is the intersection of 2 points. So this point lies on the x-axis. Similarly, it lies on the y-axis. It lies on the both axes. So coordinates of this point are 0 comma 0. This point is called the origin. origin. This point is called the origin. With this point, with this coordinate system, we can represent any point. On the plane. Similarly, we can, by drawing these two perpendicular lines, the plane divided into 4 equal parts. This is the first part. Each part is called the quadrant. This is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. By drawing an x-axis and y-axis, two mutually perpendicular lines, this plane divided into 4 equal parts. Each part is called the quadrant. This is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Here 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees. This is the total angle 360 degrees. In this first quadrant, if we take any point, coordinates are symbols of coordinates changes according to its quadrant. In this first quadrant, these are positive numbers 1, 2, 3, and so on. These are negative numbers -1, -2, -3, and so on. Sorry, these are negative numbers -1, -2, -3, and so on. These are positive 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. This is positive x-axis, this is positive y-axis, this is negative x-axis, this is negative y-axis. Positive x-axis, negative x-axis, positive y-axis, negative y-axis. So any point in this quadrant, x-axis is positive, y-axis is also positive. So plus plus. For example, if we take any point 2 comma 3, this point lies in the first quadrant because symbol of x coordinate is plus and symbol of y coordinate is plus comma plus. So this point lies in the first quadrant. Let us take another point in this quadrant.